The week is starting off right. Monday night, and 2K Sports presents the NBA. With Doris Berg, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. And our special guest at the broadcast table for this one, the celebrated Shams Charania. Hey, Shams, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It's a pleasure to have you here.
Kevin, thanks so much. Always fun to hang out with you and all your crew and talk basketball.
All right, I've told Doris and Greg and David, just buckle up because we are going to be on a great ride with you. And a chance now to look at the schedule coming up for the Toronto Raptors. On Monday, they'll tip off a road trip in Charlotte where they'll take on the Hornets. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Boston Celtics.
And for that game against Miami, that one, the 7th on the season for them. The team's still looking to improve each time they take the floor.
Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Ball and Levine are the guard set. Pirtle is out there with Patrick Williams. And it's Giddey in at the 3 slot. Now, here's Ball. And Barnes sends it back. Quickly against Ball. Quickly the pass to Barnes. Pass to Vucevic. Back to Barnes. Just 4 to shoot. And it's Vucevic. That time on the assist by Barnes. So Shams, the Raptors finally traded their terrific wings, Pascal Siakam and OG Anunoby. We know how the other teams that got those players made out. New York and Indiana, they were terrific and helped those teams. How did the Raptors make out when all was said and done?
Both of those players were upcoming free agents. It was difficult to judge the trade market. But with that said, the Raptors were able to get draft picks plus young, exciting talent like Canadian R.J. Barrett and Emmanuel Quickley. But let's factor in the biggest key here. It's Scotty Barnes. He is their future. He's their untouchable. He's who that front office feels great about as their cornerstone moving forward.
Love Barnes. Love him.
How about those instincts from the 7-footer? Vucevic uses that size to snag offensive rebounds.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's Giddey. And he uses the glass on the lane.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And you look at the way the league is moving now. Shams, are there less big trades than when you started or more?
Perhaps a little bit less, but listen, the league is trying to keep parity in this league and allow teams to be able to keep their homegrown stars. But there's always going to be plenty of interest, and that level of interest, not only from players from competing teams, but fans' interest, it's never been higher.
And there's never any hesitancy, right? If a team feels they can get better for whatever reason and however they do it, I don't think there's any hesitancy to pulling the trigger.
Particularly when you're on the cusp of potentially winning a championship or competing, whether it's competing for the playoffs, competing for a title. If you can make one move that takes you from point A to point B, teams and general managers want to do it.
Well said. Now here is Pirtle. Barrett brings the double team. Williams finds Giddey. Levine the bounce pass. Bulls moving the ball around. Ball with a wide open look. Got 3 off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Barnes passes to Dick. Vucevic, a screen on Levine. Dick wide open. And the Raptors miss again. The Bulls leading with a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Spoke earlier with Darko Rajakovic. We discussed the prospect of facing off against Zach LaVine. Coach said Zach is an uber athlete. Can jump out of the gym, but he also has such a nice three-point shot, it makes LaVine a headache. We'll switch up who's guarding him as the game progresses. Of course, LaVine can beat you so many different ways, and that'll be fun to watch tonight. Guys?
Thank you, David. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Quickly kicks to Barrett. Vucevic setting the pick for Barrett. Drives to the hoop. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
R.J. Barrett, the ability to make adjustments in high speed, gets his shot off despite the defender and the contact.
Olynyk, he's checked in for the Raptors. And so Barrett nails both of them. And as the salary cap looks set to rise significantly, Shams, any major effects that you can anticipate?
It won't be like the year the Warriors signed KD. They're going to smooth the cap's numbers, and it's not going to spike quite the same. But these numbers will continue to get eye-popping when you think about player salary, and you have to keep in mind luxury tax and the new second apron that came into play with the collective bargaining agreement, and that will play a part in how teams build, not putting yourself in a restrictive position to continue to build winning organizations.
A lot of moving parts to contend with, but boy, a lot on the horizon.
That elite athleticism of Zach LaVine. This guy loves to finish up high.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 3 and going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season. Here's LaVine and the jam by LaVine.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Now, here's Barrett. 17 points in his last outing. Inside, here's Vucevic. And Poeltl pulls it down. Poeltl's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Williams a screen on quickly. And it's Ball penetrating. He's looking for Williams and finds him. Can't hit the reverse layup.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Here's Barrett. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
This is a relentless scorer who is unafraid to work on the inside. In the paint, RJ making his presence felt.
Now, here's Ball. Still without a basket. Pass to Williams. Here's the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got his 3rd assist on the night. Quickly against Ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And he knocks down the first one. And quickly drops them both.
Oh, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
And here's LaVine. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And that concludes the first quarter of play. The Bulls on top, up 4. And back with the start of the second quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Bulls?
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
They've got Mitchell. Barnes out there with Olynyk. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Abaji in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Bean passes to Williams. Back to LaVine. To the middle. Here's Giddey. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. The latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting, Shams, what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams, just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
It's just fascinating. You know, Shams, I don't know how many kids grow up thinking they're going to be an NBA insider, but clearly that is something that you probably thought about at one time or another. Did you think that was going to be your path?
Kevin, I knew at the age of 16 years old what I wanted to do, and this path I wanted to take an insider for the NBA because I love playing basketball, I loved writing, and I had a genuine passion for transactions, for the behind-the-scenes stories. So to be able to tell that story to the fans, I feel like I am one of the fans. That's why I feel like I can relate to the fans, and so that's what inspired me mostly to take this career path that I've taken.
You're so connected. It is a pleasure reading you and hearing you.
Kevin, appreciate you so much, and just know the stories will keep coming.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. There it finds Barnes. Here's Dick, defended by Dosunmu. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Dick. Here's Vucevic. Smith with the defensive effort.
Got to credit the defense. They found a way to stop him, and that's never an easy task.
And we saw some players banged up down the stretch last season, Shams.
I'm told that there was a focus on maybe allowing some more flexibility in physicality. It definitely upped the intensity some. And I think that's what the fans want, but there are going to be some trade-offs, and that includes free throw rates, that includes game time, and in the long haul, adding some more physicality and adding some more attention to detail defensively and allowing defenders to play more and defend more. That should be good for the game.
Yeah, those were good trends, I would agree. It's White on the wing, quickly covering. Here's Dosunmu. Hasn't made one yet. Now Horton Tucker. Here's Buzelis. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D. Allen's position, you can see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Dick. Now here's quickly. Vucevic setting the pick for Barnes to end the cold streak, and that's 2 points on the layup. Barnes has got his first 2 points of the night.
Well, what a big-time athlete. Scotty Barnes sprinting to the cup with effectiveness.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Raptors are rebuilding with purpose. Coach Darko Rajakovic said, "We're doing a good job at the start of this process, selecting the right people that care and are very committed to each other. That's a good baseline to build on." Kevin, slowly, the pieces are falling into place.
David, you're so right. He is great at developing those young players. And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Always so much fun to have Shams join us. No one with a better pulse on the NBA.
Man, Shams is always the first guy to know about the big moves around the NBA. Love hearing what he has to say. And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And then Buzelis with the dunk.
And throwing it down, not necessarily Buzelis' game, but don't give him that much space.
Over to the wing. Vucevic against Smith. And it's Vucevic missing. For Toronto, they come in off the loss to the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Horton Tucker hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And it's a 9-point Bulls lead.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Here's Vucevic over Smith. Bank shot, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
And the first time out of the game called for Chicago.
It's always a party with your North Side crew. Show them some love, fans.
We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. White, left side. Here's Horton Tucker. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Horton Tucker's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
But when you allow good scores to get uncontested, shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Toronto Raptors.
They're within striking distance. They've done a few good things out there, but rebounding is not one of them, Shaq.
Probably the difference in the game, which I'm sure Coach is taking a closer. And that'll do it for halftime.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Doris, assists aren't just a point guard stat any longer, are they? A lot of big men in the league can distribute very well.
Yeah, Kev, it's really striking to me how multi-dimensional every single position in the NBA has become. As you said, bigs can pass, point guards can attack the cup and score. The game is becoming more and more skilled.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Ball and Levine are the guard set. Dennis Biddy is out there with Patrick Williams. And it's Pirtle in its center.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
The Bulls shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That one misses for Levine. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Barrett kicks to Vucevic. 5 on the clock. Dick passes to Barrett. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Bulls leading by 13. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Here's Ball. No good off the back of the rim. The Raptors shooting a low 30% mark from the field. Giddey against Barrett. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Barrett's got 6 points.
Well, despite pretty good contest on the interior, R.J. Barrett doesn't back down and makes it look easy.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Levine, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession.
Now we get a chance to check out some numbers for Scotty Barnes.
Last season, he played outstanding. Around 20 points per game last season. 8 rebounds and 6 assists. And what a luxury for them to have someone like him who can absolutely fill it up coming off the bench.
I love it. He knows they're looking for him to bring immediate offense, and he very rarely disappoints.
With every passing season, Quickly's role seems to expand.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, he's had to prove himself over and over. And now that he has, I don't think you'll find nearly as many doubters as he had when he first came into the league.
A reserve through his first 3.5 seasons, Quickly now stepping indoors to a starting role.
You know, Kevin, you go from instant offense role off the bench to now being a lead guard. The responsibility takes an extraordinary step up. But this guy is clearly ready. Quickly wanted to be a starter in this league.
Barnes kicks to Vucevic. Raptors moving the ball around. Barnes against Williams. The drive by Barnes. The 2022 Rookie of the Year, Scotty Barnes, GA. He had a terrific rookie year, as we know. His second year may have fallen off a little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit stagnant for Scotty, but man, he had a monster third year, making his first All-Star game. The playmaking of Barnes especially took a leap.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
Bulls making a switch here. Lofton's checked in. Now here's Giddey. He's guarded closely. Levine with it, now guarded by Vucevic. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot before second violation. Bruce Brown, he's checked in for Grady Dick. Raptors trail by 7. Brown outside. Pass to Barrett. Now Barnes. Over Williams. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Good D by Barnes.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Here's Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Outside Williams. There's a screen. Trying to get something going. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
For Chicago, they have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And look back a season ago, they did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Brown outside. Ball against Quickly. Now, here's Barrett. Not a lot of room. Misses it from 7 feet out. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Doris, something R.J. Barrett can do well is put stress on that defense with his three-point shooting.
Well, he's a little bit of a streaky shooter, Kevin, but it never affects his confidence. This guy just keeps coming at you and keeps believing in himself. Historically, his shooting gets better over the course of a season.
Bruce Ellis is checked in for Chicago. Horton Tucker comes in for Josh Giddey. On the wing, Levine. He's covered by Brown. 6 on the shot clock. Puts one up from 19. And the Bulls with another miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
There at the pass to Quickly. Olynyk, a screen on Ball. Quickly looking it over. Basket good. Quickly's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Ball with it. He's got 5. Makes it off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 6.
I'm a fan of how Ball uses that size inside. Excellent at getting his shot off close to the basket.
Brown kicks to Quickly. Olynyk, a screen on Ball. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That is his first foul of the game. The Raptors making a switch here. Mitchell's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Raptor, number 45, Davion Mitchell.
Here's Mitchell. 36 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Here's Abaji. Brown the pass to Abaji. Screen by Olynyk. Lets it go with the 3. Drops in the tray. Abaji's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the Bulls call timeout here. Chicago calls timeout.
Chicago timeout call.
Jacks up a 3. No good. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Bulls lead by 3. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sport. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard. The pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Scotty Barnes is out there with Kelly Olynyk. And it's Mitchell. Then there's Bruce Brown. And it's Abaji in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
And really, after trailing the entire game, they've got to be feeling good about evening things up.
Oh, it got ugly there for a stretch. Nothing was working, but they've come back and have a chance to seal the deal.
Here's White. It's hauled in by Brown. The Raptors shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. And that one's good. Barnes.
and they shot just over 30% in that first half. Not what they were looking for, obviously, but they're getting much better looks here since halftime and have brought that percentage up.
Pass to Dosunmu. Now Smith, covered by Mitchell. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. It's good from long range. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Buzella's showing a little bit of everything with that quick release.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
Over in the corner, Dosunmu. And the Bulls, another 3.
And defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. Manuel quickly, he's checked in for Toronto. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Thanks, guys. During the last break, listened in on Darko Rajakovic talking to his team. And he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
Thanks so much, David. And with that, the Chicago lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Brown.
Well, you love Bruce Brown and pick-and-roll action now. He can handle it. He can deliver it. That time, gets the bucket.
Pass to White from downtown. Rebound by the Raptors.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Here's Olynyk. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Smith's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smith with a screen on Olynyk. Here's White. Up and in on the layup. White's got his first basket.
The IQ of White, reading those pick and rolls and just taking what the D gives him.
Crown sets a screen for Quickly. Rebound by the Bulls. Smith's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Timeout.
The Bulls call timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Well, this is a chess match. Looking ahead a few moves and trying to execute toward that.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. Third minute of action now gone here in the 4th. And then Levine with the jam.
Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest, Levine has got a creative streak.
Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Raptors trail by 5. Barnes outside. Back to Quickly. Down low, here's Vucevic. Count the basket and the foul. That one on Jakob Poeltl.
Okay, nice job here in the second half. Field goal percentage is way up from what it was at halftime, and it was just barely above 30%.
What you love about Nikola Vucevic is every night you know he's going to play hard, and he's going to do whatever it takes to win. You love playing. With teammates like that, guys. This guy is big time, unafraid in the moments that matter most. Levine, big time.
Now Dick looking for Quickly. He gets it there, and there it is for him.
Quickly, just a calm demeanor in the biggest of moments. That is beautiful basketball.
And here is Ball. Outside Williams. Pass the ball. lays it up off the glass. And the Bulls lead by 5.
And the ball is not going to back down in these moments. In fact, he embraces being the man when it's a big possession.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
I think they put an emphasis on attacking the basket, and watching this, you can see why. They have just carved the defense up here with relative ease.
Also, they've been living in the lane. They're getting the ball in close, and it's had a devastating impact all game long.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Fades and shoots. And the Raptors miss again. Bulls leading by 6. Here's Ball. It's rebounded by Barrett. Barrett's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Barnes has got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, big-time delivery from the young Scotty Barnes. Clutch moment, no worries.
Barrett against Levine. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Quickly. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the 4th quarter. Pass to Barnes. Vucevic a screen on Williams. From 11 feet away. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Levine against Barrett. 6 to shoot. Giddey kicks the ball. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
There's 14 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And now we've got the intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
And the Raptors call time here. They trail by 4. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Trying to stay alive. They've got to work quickly.
This is the very definition of desperation mode right now. They need a quick shot and a quick foul.
And it's quickly missing. And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
That's his third personal foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game. Toronto calls timeout. They're trailing by 6. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
They need a quick basket here.
Well, preferably a 3, right? If there's a clean look, take it.
And here are the Raptors now. Barnes dishes to Vucevic for 3. Barrett. That one doesn't drop. So the Bulls win it. A truly gutsy performance away from home.
You know, it really was. And, Kevin, when this one was hanging in the balance late, they showed just what a tough-minded group they can be.
And now we'll go to David Aldridge, who's standing by with our player of the game. Take it away, David.
Thanks very much, Zach. There's been some tough losses of late, but tonight you got the win. How resilient is your group?
You got to be a pro. You got to come out here and do what we got to do our job. And, we find out we had to get this win. We got to stop losing these games so we can win. And, we got to get back on track.
Well, this is step 1, man, in that process. So congrats. Back to you.
Thank you for that, David. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, our player of the game, Zach LaVine. Bye.